Yay! I think it's working. Yeah, it says you're live. Awesome. So I have some announcements. I have a little cheat sheet. Oops. Um, so hi everybody. I hope May has been good to you. I'm sorry that I haven't had any. I haven't done any weekly announcements. So I'm going to try to make this short because I've had requests to keep these short. So first is I just want to say Visionary and Veritas right now, amazing. Good job with the companies. Visionary is pounding out numbers and Veritas is going so fast. Most of the numbers in this channel is for Veritas, which is pretty amazing. Classes are doing great. There are 2 classes that are almost full, and we're not taking any more registration for the Wednesday night classes. That's contemporary ballet and heels. So if you're in the class, you're okay. If you're not, then you have to submit a request. And also Broadway Jazz only has 2 more slots left. The rest of the classes still have openings. Next thing, we are going to do a major price increase, but it's not going to affect you very much as long as you keep what you have. So you're grandfathered in with more. Instead of the class passes, those of you who have class passes, it should remain the same. It's just going to be a monthly charge instead of every 5, because everybody who currently uses the class passes, you come regularly. So class passes will be gone for adults, and it will be a monthly charge. And you'll see it will there'll be a new name, and it's called the Gym Exchange. So instead of going to the gym, you come take class. And then there will be a price increase dramatically to match industry standards. Industry standard. So that shouldn't affect you as long as you have not dropped or gotten rid of classes. This will take the class pass change will come in effect June, but the price increase will go up in July. So if there is anything that you want to add to your schedule before the price increase, I recommend you do that now. A reminder, we do month to month, but you do have to drop or change anything before the 1st of the month. Also, starting in July, there will be a $5 change or drop fee for every class you change or drop. That will be automatically charged. It's just some of the kids are getting crazy with what they're changing all the time. Take your class, be in your class. Also, on days like yesterday where there's a vacation, classes were not canceled. It's in the app. And you can also see in the calendar, which is also in the app, what classes are canceled, what classes aren't. We had classes yesterday. And if your child, for some reason, is not going to come to class, they need to communicate that to the professors here so that we're not wasting our time prepping for classes where there's no students. It's a little bit irritating to be here prepped to teach choreography and take the time, and then nobody shows up. Okay, so there's that about classes. Now on to acting class. The acting class flies will rehearse from 4 to 7:30 until the show. There'll be a built-in dinner break. So those students that are in Broadway Jazz, they will miss Broadway Jazz, but they'll keep their slot. So you don't have to worry about them losing their slot. But they Miss Amy, the show is almost 3 hours long, and they need to rehearse, especially with how many kids are going to be missing for summer vacations. So flights rehearsal will go from 4 to 7:30, and like I said, there is a built-in dinner break. ETG season auditions are Saturday the 16th from 4 to 7. That's a time change. It's from 4 to 7 because in the morning we have a Hula African show, which I'll talk about next. If there's anyone who wants to join ETG, that's when we're going to do it. So if they want to join, they need to come on the 16th. Otherwise, it's not going to be open enrollment anymore. It's going to be, these are the people set for the season, and we will cast for the whole season. Next, the African Hula show with Macaroni Kid is on the 16th. Call for the show is at noon here at the studio. The location, which I can't remember, the location is somewhere in Urbana. I'm the worst that I can't remember, and it's showing up. It's not showing up in the calendar, so I need to update that because I don't remember. So that'll be in the calendar. I'll update that right after this cast. But call us here at the studio at noon. Please do feel free to come at 10:30 for Hula and African to review. At noon here at the studio, we will get dressed. You will need to have a black leotard and your lapa or sarong. We will have the accessories for everything else, but you need to have your lapa and sarong, and I still don't have a confirmation from everybody who is going to be at that show. We are performing at 2 or 2:30 at the location, and then we'll come back here, which is why auditions for the season have to be at 4 p.m. Finally, let's talk about the ballet challenge. So I'm on day 16. Some of you are on day 8, some of you are on day 2, most of you are on day 14 or 15. There's a few things. So I'm getting these comments about, oh, I'm not seeing improvements yet, or my leg isn't very high yet. I follow a bunch of different dancers and acrobats and performers, and so many of them do amazing things with their bodies. And I want to remind you that they weren't able to do those things after only 14 days. So first of all, be kind to yourself. The purpose of the challenge is to increase your technique, and there are changes that you'll see pretty immediately. But if your changes, I want something dramatic, like my entire body to change, and I want my leg to be up here after 3 days or after 14 days, that's unrealistic expectations for yourself. So let's not do that. But remember that anything in the arts is about training your craft and to keep up. So kids that are missing class, or I should say students that are missing class, your muscles forget how to use how to do those things, and you do lose strength. And that includes vocalizing, and that includes in acting. You forget how to model human behavior and how to have honest reactions if you aren't taking class. And that's why consistency in class is so important, especially in ballet, because ballet is not organic to the human body. You do have to train and train and train. And most dancers don't only train 5 to 6 days a week, but they also go to the gym to train other parts of their body, like I do. So with the ballet challenge, first have realistic expectations, and that this is a great way to challenge and train your body. Even though some of the items may be too difficult, remember that if you're just standing up straight and doing the port-de-bras, you are still accomplishing the challenge. Even if you're just working on the feet, and if things are low, or if things aren't your best that day, or you're sore, you're still accomplishing the challenge. You are showing yourself that you are determined to making yourself a better person in your craft, and making quality time for yourself. So be patient with yourself. And you can also up the ante by doing some different parts of the challenge, which I'll do a live video when I do the challenge today. You can focus on something specific like strengthening, alignment, flexibility, balance. So I'm rotating between those things. You can add weights, but the challenge should continue to be a challenge. And if you start to find, oh, I'm getting comfortable, or it's still hard, but I'm getting comfortable, up the ante. Continue to make it challenging for yourself and keep your body guessing. If you have any questions about anything I said, please email me. I did update my email. It's mr.alley@asinspiration.com, but you can still email Dean at asinspiration.com, and I'll still get back to you. Okay, that's it. Have an inspirational day.